And today we will be going over the other Bennet sister. So I'm going to review the British period drama television series that aired on BBC One recently. It's an adaptation of the novel of the same name by Janice Haldo, which is the continuation of the original Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. And it follows Mary Bennet, played by Ella Brucciolleri. Played by Ella. And yeah, it's from the point of view of Mary Bennet, the overlooked sister of the Bennet family with five children. Um, yeah, let's begin. So the first two episodes are basically a recount of what happens in Pride and Prejudice from Mary's point of view, and then I think at the beginning or the end of the third, Mr. Bennet dies, and then we follow her story uh, as she as she maneuvers through London and then the Lake District and goes through a journey of self discovery. So, initial impressions, I thought it was a good, it was a good watch. It was entertaining and it was something very light, so I didn't mind watching it. Mm, and I think they made Mary an interesting character because, okay, I haven't read Pride and Prejudice in a long time. I think the last time I reread Pride and Prejudice was in 2023. Yeah, I plan to do a reread soon, and I haven't read this book either. So I'm planning to do a reread of Pride and Prejudice and then also read Longbourn, which is from the point of view of the maids of Bennet family, and this one, the other Bennet sister, which is from Mary Bennet. But what I remember from the Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, what I remember about Mary Bennet is like she's very plain looking and she sings bad, and I think it's implied that she is kind of a bore. Um, so I mean, but that doesn't mean this kind of character cannot be interesting, and that's exactly what the other Bennet sister does. It makes a character that was deemed uninteresting in the original text. It takes that character and transforms it into uh, a very compelling one. Um, yeah, the first two episodes are mostly a recount. Mary gets glasses, and then she sees as her mother is trying to uh, get matches for four of her sister, and she kind of always Mrs. Bennet sucks, so she's like, and just because Mary wears glasses, because and just because she wears glasses, and mind you, Mr. Bennet does too. So it's like, yeah, that's another gender commentary similar to Pride and Prejudice. Like, marry a girl cannot wear glasses, but Mr. Bennet can. But I don't like either Mr. and Mrs. Bennet. Yeah, she had like a suitor who was interested in her, John Sparrow by Aaron Gill, but since he is not like quote unquote suitable match, they cannot be together. I mean, once again, a good social commentary and similar to kind of similar to Pride and Prejudice, and yeah, I have to read the book to see how it was. So yeah, after Mr. Bennet dies at the end of episode 2 or beginning of 3, and all her sisters are married, Mary goes to London with the Mr. and Mrs. Gardiner, and there she meets people. She attends various society events, and then she meets Tom Hayward. And I thought the initial phase of them getting to know each other was really cute. They were able to connect with each other over their shared love for poetry and knowledge and like books. And I thought that was like really very cute. And like I think a lot of shows that I watch have problems with explaining why your main leads are in love. The other Bennet sister solves that problem, and it solves that very wisely. I know exactly why they connect and why they want to get married at the end. So, but the catch is, as is typical, Mr. Tom Hayward is engaged, or like uh, he has a promise with Tanya's character. What's her name? Uh, yeah, no, not Tanya's character. Tanya played Caroline Bingley. Um, yeah. So Tom Hayward had a promise with Rebecca, and yeah, it's kind of. I mean, it's kind of cliche, and I'm not sure if I like it. But then there is another suitor who is like William Ryder, and I thought he was pretty good too. I mean, if we're talking about practical matches, it was a really practical match. Unless he wants her to be his mistress, kind of. Yeah, like I mean, they use the word mistress in the show, so yeah. But yeah, so for sure, Mary didn't like it, and she set out to carve her own path, which I really liked. I really liked in the beginning, in the middle, where she was like, okay, I don't need a suitable match, or I don't need a husband to stay happy. I can be a governess. I can earn my own money. I can teach children, and that's also a good thing that she is intent on teaching older children. So she is actually like, so it shows that she has studied a lot, and she has the potential, she has the capability, and she is willing to like this. Okay, she is willing to distribute her knowledge, for the lack of a better word, distribute her knowledge um to other people. um yeah, and I really liked it. However, I don't like how they ended it, because it's kind of wishy-washy, because I know what they did it, why they did it, and like I love happy endings. But I think the direction the story was going at the penultimate in the penultimate episodes, Mary could have easily been like, she could have been happy on her own. If that was what they wanted to show, that okay, I am happy on my own, I am all right. I mean, they don't all need to marry. I mean, I'm usually the last person who is, I'm usually the person who rolls their eyes when people say that girls, like strong girls, don't need to marry, because I think that's kind of, even if they want to, they shouldn't marry. But I thought in Mary's case, it was kind of needed. I thought she could have very well ended up alone. Mm, no, not alone in the sense of like, I mean, she obviously has the gardeners and she has her friends, and she was happy on her own until Tom showed up at the like very last moment. But yeah, I wish they showed her living independently, and this is the first time I wish that for any character. But yeah, other than that, I thought, as I said, I can understand the connection, but I cannot. I think I have, like, it's a different kind of chemistry between Ella and Donna. So, I mean, I thought there could be more, but it was okay for this kind of drama. It was completely fine. Um, so what other than that, honestly speaking, I don't think it was as good as people who recommended it to me told me it would be. But like, I thought it was an interesting watch. I watched it after exams, so yeah, it was like it was a good time pass. Mm, yeah, that's all. Tell me in the comment section if you agree or disagree with my opinions. If you agree, why you agree, and if you disagree, oh, please be kind and respectful to share why you disagree. I will be happy to hear all your thoughts. um and if you like this video and want me to make more such videos, please drop a comment, like, share, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you so much for listening, and goodbye until next time.